Hey guys, it's me, the Stylesman. Yeah, it's good to have you all back. I hope that you're doing well. So, in a previous video, I mentioned one of the natures of humanity that they choose to follow instead of lead. And in that same video, I also mentioned that there are certain reasons as to why they choose to follow. They know that there's a better path out there. They know that the path that is displayed to them is the truth. It's filled with goodness, yet they will not pursue that path. They will continue to fulfill the norms of society rather than doing what is right. Even though they are aware that what they're doing is wrong or incorrect, this is how sometimes people are. Okay, so when it comes down to it, there are four main reasons as to why this happens. The first reason is because of wealth. People are afraid that by following the correct path, it will cause them to lose their wealth, to lose their livelihood. People are afraid of poverty. They are afraid of poverty. That's why normally what you will find is that most of the people that follow true goodness are who? The poor. The ones who are less fortunate are the ones who are more steadfast on goodness. Like every time you see a homeless person, like look at the contents of their heart. Yeah, they're actually very charitable, very generous. Yeah, and they are very appreciative for the little things that happen to them. They are poor. And the goodness that lies within them is so bountiful, so beautiful. Now you know why. Yeah, so people are afraid of losing their wealth. That's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is the reputation. People are afraid that their reputation will be ruined, will be tarnished. Because remember, when fighting or pursuing the truth, this means denying everything that has been taught, to deny the norms of society. And in most cases, for this reason, for denying generations of tradition, years of tradition within society, people will look down upon you. And people will look at you in a very, very different light. They may disrespect you. They may give you lots of trouble. And you will no longer have that kind of respect that you once had amongst society. So you'll lose your reputation, or your reputation will be ruined. This is one thing that people are scared of. Yeah. The third reason is love. People are afraid of losing their loved ones. Whether it be their friends or family or partners, children, parents, maybe even their pets, servants, whoever it may be, they are afraid of being alone. They are afraid of losing their loved ones. And the fourth reason, the final reason as to why people choose to follow instead of lead is because they are not willing to step out of their comfort zone. They are not willing to accept the sacrifice required when pursuing the truth. They are not willing to accept that with goodness sometimes comes suffering. They are not willing to accept that burden. They're not willing to accept that fact. And trust me, sometimes it could be minor suffering, but it could range to something much, much larger. It's happened so many times in the past, and it will continue to happen until the very end of time. And there could be lots of suffering Imagine fighting against an entire society, nations of tradition that follow the same kind of tradition, doing all kinds of wrong things. Yeah, or perhaps even the suffering of having to lose your wealth. It's a huge trial, it's a huge test. The suffering of having your reputation completely ruined and being looked down upon in society. It's a huge test, a huge challenge, a huge trial. Yeah, the challenge of losing a life that you once knew, a life with love and comfort amongst people. Yeah, with your friends, your family. But your friends are doing wrong, your family is doing wrong, the way that they're living is incorrect, and you decide to change, and you decide, no, I don't want to be like these people. They love me and I love them, and we look after each other, but I cannot continue living like this. I have to go. It's a huge challenge, a huge trial. Yeah. No one is willing to accept the sacrifice that comes with it, the suffering that may come with it. And these are the 4 reasons as to why people choose to follow instead of lead.